Alright, just a tutorial here to show you how to import video into a project. Now this can be adding video to an existing project, or it might be starting a new project. We want to go to our camera import icon here first. This is going to be the most common way we're going to get video into our project. So I'm going to select that, and right away mine comes up with the fact that the iPad is hooked up to it. Now if you had an iPod hooked up to it or iPhone, it would show here, or any other type of camera with a built-in hard drive or flash memory. They should all show up here. In this case it's the iPad. You'll also notice that the built-in camera is an option here too if you'd like to record with that. For now we're going to stick with the iPad, and we'll show you some options here. Pretty much like I said, the same for hard drive camcorders, flash drive camcorders, iPads, iPods, iPhones, etc. This shows me the clips that are available on the iPad right now, and there's not very many because I cleaned a bunch out. And by default it's going to have all these clips checked. So you could do an import all if you chose to. In this case, for an example, I'm not going to. I'm going to uncheck all, and then I'm just going to grab some Miller Park clips here just by selecting those. And now if I wanted to do a whole group here, I could hold the shift key down and select the first one I want and the last one. Now it looks like I can go, if I hold the shift key down, all the way to the end clip. There, now I have all of those selected, and I skipped the first few there. So now it says import checked. I'm going to do that at this time. And here's where we've got some choices to look at. We can add these clips to an existing project, and if you have multiple projects you can select the project you would like it to go to, or maybe you're creating a new project and at this point you want to create a new event, and you have the choice then to name that what you'd like. And you can see the box is selected split days into new events, and that's kind of handy sometimes depending on the kind of project that you're working on. I don't usually mess with the stabilization and things like that. Usually this is checked by default, optimize video, full size. So at this time then I would select import. Actually I'm going to do this as a new event, and I'll just call it Intro to Media Sample. And so that's the new event that's going to be created. So I'm going to select import, and it'll take some time. You can see the progress on each one of these clips. Now what I'll probably end up doing is fast forwarding this part of the tutorial so that it doesn't take as long when you watch it. But for the sake of the recording, I'm going to let it keep going here. You'll also notice it tells you what clip it's recording, 8 of 12, and then it tells you approximately how much time until completion. Alright, when that process is completed, if you're all done importing clips, you can click Done. Just a little confirmation button. We'll go back to Done. There we go. Alright, now let's go looking in my event library here, and I could minimize or close most of those, but I'll just scroll down to the bottom of the list here and look at what we've got for clips. Alright, what you're seeing here is that the date that that video was recorded fell in between some video shot earlier in the summer and then in the fall. So it actually put it in there according to date. So looking at the bottom of the list wasn't the thing to do there because it was putting it in there according to date. So here's my Miller Park clips here. And if I wanted to create a new project, maybe something I'm doing on the Brewers game, and go to the project library here. There's a little positive button down here and add. I could add a new project. I'll just call it Brewers for the sake of example here. And I'm not going to pick a project theme at this time. Those themes get into a little bit of complication as far as the way you put clips in them and stuff, so you have to be kind of prepared to do that. I'm just going to do a generic project here. Create. And then I'm ready to start bringing clips in. Now if I click on these clips, it selects part of it, but I can right click on it and do select entire clip if I knew I wanted to bring that whole clip into it. Now you see when I mouse over it, that clip is 21 seconds long. Now I could bring that whole clip in, or I could just grab part of it and bring it in. And you can see to the right of the handle I'm grabbing right now, it says 4.9 seconds, 5 seconds worth of clip. When I've got what I want there, I can drag and drop this down to the timeline. Alright, I think we're going to stop with this tutorial. This gives you a little bit of an idea of what we're looking at when it comes to importing video.